Alright, I'll give it a second, let some people come in before I put the white down. This is going to be fun. So this, I'm trying to do another Bob Ross painting here. Tribute. And this is going to be a snow scene. You can see all the paintings I got hanging on the wall back there. But I'll give this a few seconds to let people come in. Because I want to put the white on so you can see how I do it. But yeah, thanks for joining in the chat room and stuff. I appreciate it. So I'm going to put a thin layer of white on here. If you've seen Bob Ross before, he would use liquid white is what he made his own chin. But this is just titanium white with linseed oil, so it's really thin down paint. Okay, there's a little blue on it, but my brush, but it doesn't matter because the sky's going to be all blue. And this is just titanium white with linseed oil in it to make a really thin coat of paint, so the blue mixes in with it. Wet on wet. All right. So thin white. So since this is a Bob Ross painting, we're going to start like he always does with the sky. I turned the canvas, the picture I'm doing is he has it turned this way, but I'll have to squeeze everything in, which I think it'll look better with everything squeezed in to fill in the painting a little better. So there's my white. I got a thin layer of oil paint on the canvas. So blue should mix pretty good up in the sky there. We're going to do blue and purple, and then the mountain, then the trees, and then the snow. Okay, we're going to go. So let's start with some dark blue. I'll even put some gray up there. We'll start in our corners here and cross motion. And then we're going to put some purple now. I think I have some purple here. Purple around the top of the mountain. And I'm going to do some cool clouds. I don't have any clouds in this painting, but I like to do the clouds that he made. They're really fun to do. Alright, there's our sky. If you got a blender brush, you can lightly blend it all together. Alright, next mountain, which is paint gray mixed with some blue. I think it's a nice mountain color. Pretty tall mountain here. He did a lot of tall peaks, his mountains, because I think he lived in Alaska for a while. And you know, those mountains in Alaska they are huge. They are tall. So how's everybody? I I was actually off today, but I went to Lisa's and we did a live at Lisa's. Uh, it's called the Rick and Lisa Experience. Our band. It's just me and Lisa. Lisa, and we do all different songs. From the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, all the way up to now. And today we had 3,000 people tuned in. So if you want to see me play guitar and sing, you could check that out. It's called the Rick and Lisa Experience on YouTube. This mountain's pretty big, so I'm going to now get a brush. Whoops. So this is a way he did his mountains. Sometimes he started with a knife, and then he would just pull them down into the white that I have on the canvas here. And you just lightly blend it. You could almost create the whole mountain like this. I'm not using, this is not Bob Ross's oil paint. I'm just using my regular oil paint that I use. For the white that I put on here, I just titanium white thinned down with wheat oil. You could also just thin it with paint thinner if you like that. It's going to be fun putting the snow on this mountain. Now you can come up here if you got a lot of paint up here. We can scrape some of it off because I'm going to be putting snow up there. Alright, very good. Well, I think we're going to do the snow right now. I turned my canvas a little bit. Now I see the light is hitting it. And we're getting a reflection on there. Let's see if that fixes it. That's a little better. Cool. Alright, so we're going to do the mountain now. This is going to be fun. We're going to pull all our snow down to the right. Using a knife. Just like him, you get a little roll on your knife. We'll start on this small peak here. I used to like to use one long swoop like this. This is okay. But you see how easy that is? Okay, add some more. Let's add some more snow in here. Because I like doing this side now with a light blue. Let's do it. A very marbly, it's like a marble blue. I didn't mix it too much. Take your time. This takes practice. I mean, I'm holding my hand in the air. And you know, it takes a lot of steadiness to do that. But I'm getting pretty old. It's not as easy as it used to be. I'm trying to leave some of that dark color in there. And that's the whole reason I use that dark color, so we can see the dark mountain underneath. All right, the mountain's done. Whoa! That mountain looks awesome. Now you could take a blender brush. Oh, I'm using these brushes. They're like 50 cents a piece. They're like the closest thing to a Bob Ross type brush. Now we're going to lightly blend the bottom to try and make some mist here. Just a little bit. It'll make the mountain look further back. There we go. That is one cool mountain, man. Yeah, I miss Bob Ross, but I mean, you can still, YouTube has all his shows on YouTube. They got a Bob Ross channel. I think they have every episode on there. So this time, he has some, let me show you the picture I'm doing. This is a Bob Ross painting. Except I changed it a little. I put the mountain on I put my painting straight up and down, so I moved the mountain into the middle. So I'm going to have trees here and over here. And put those trees right now in the background. You see them? Those blue trees far away. So we'll get a fan brush. The one I didn't like from earlier. We're going to use the color from the mountain that I use. It's Payne's Gray mixed with some blue, okay? We're going to just put some trees back here. I'm just going to touch it for now. And I'm going to bring this one to about here because I think my trees are going to stay on the right side of this mountain. This one we won't go over them, but we'll go up to here. So we'll bring that one to. Just straight across. And we'll put a few indicating tall trees back there. We want it to look far away, don't we? So we want these to be small. Hey, you're back. Right on. Man. Thanks for joining me again. Will, thank you. Bob Ross, yeah. Bob Ross tribute, Judy. You like it already? Yeah, so the believe it or not, these snow scenes are really easy because now I already put white down on the canvas, see? It's full of white already, but what I'm going to do now is make some of these and then I'll put the snow in underneath. And then there's kind of frozen river coming to the front here. We'll put a river in and trees on either side and snow banks over here. So let's do the trees next. Now even though there's the snow scene, the trees still go in dark. And then you just put the snow on the branches when you're done. Okay, so we're going to fill this side in with trees. So sap green and black again. We want the trees really dark. So you even use black, straight black if you want, black and brown maybe. But the sap green and black mixture is probably the best because then it's kind of actually green. So these trees go way over the mountains top, so they're going way up here. I should do the clouds first. We'll put in some trees first. Since I turned my canvas straight up, these trees are going to be a lot taller, which is fine with me. Now, these trees are very skinny, so I'm not going to make them too wide up top here. We're just going to come down and put the branches straight out. No fuss. Just I'm using the corner of the brush to touch. Now when you go over this other paint, you got to make sure you dip into some linseed oil and get the paint really wet, and so it goes over the white without mixing together. Okay. There we go. There's one tree. Wow. That looks awesome. And we'll do a, he's got some trees going back this way now. Really close together. Something on there. It's got a really cool tree that's kind of standing out in the front here by itself, but it's really skinny. Pretty skinny all the way down. I'll bring it to there. And I like to fit in as many as I can here. Right over that mountain. This is where you're going to test your bravery. And you're going to go right over that mountain. Look at that. I'm going to do the other trees here, and then we're going to put the snow in. I'll show you how cool that is. It's really easy. I'll tell you that it's easier to do snow than grass. So now we're going to have a river coming through here. But you're around the edge of these trees back down to here. This is really testing my patience because my arm is floating in the air. I don't like the nerve-wracking. And then there's a tall one here. I like doing these Bob Ross paintings. I did one, you know what I did years ago when I first started my channel? I did paint by number landscape. And I did it in my own style. It got like a lot of views. It's one of my most viewed videos. Alright, there's all the trees, so it's time to do the snow and then maybe the river in. See if I can find it. oil brushes here. Here they are. Okay. Oh, they're hard. What did I do? I guess I have to clean my, I have to keep using the chip brushes, I guess. Which is alright. I'll get a new brush because I don't want to contaminate the white color on here. So now to do the snow, first I'm going to pull a little bit of this color to the right here. It's what's going to create the hills, the dark color. Now we're going to have I'll have to do a river through here. Alright, let me get my white on the brush. Titanium white. We want to swoop out from these trees and then just fill this in with white. It's okay if it picks up some of the tree because, you know, create a hill. If you don't let the color get in there, you won't see the white. So just like that. So I just created some hills in there. Isn't that cool? And we'll put some snow back here. Let's see if I can do a river now. I'm thinking I could do it with a knife. Put some light blue. I'm not sure if that's was a good idea. There we go. Now put some more white next to it. There we go. I kind of like that. The only thing I'm missing now is bushes. Let's put some snow on these trees, guys. Clean brush with titanium white with linseed oil. You kind of want the paint, you know, or it won't stick on the oil paint here. Maybe we'll just start with a little and see what it looks like. Don't really need a lot. He doesn't have a lot in his picture. It's like a little dusting of snow on here. Beautiful. I love doing these trees. My friend Lisa in the band with me, she the way I do these trees. I mean, we live in Seattle. I mean, I have probably 4 or 5 of these trees in the backyard. They're all over the place. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I think I'll do one more painting tonight. I haven't done a portrait in a while. But we'll see, because I got to go to work tomorrow at 5 in the morning. I might have to go to bed early tonight. Snow. Very cool. Now what's cool about oil paint, you can't really do this with acrylic, but you can do it with oil paint. Got nice twigs here. All right, it's time to do the clouds, and then I think that's it, guys. This is another fun part of the painting, the clouds. Yeah, it's 8:30, so this will be my last painting, I think, guys. Sorry. I've been going all day. Let's do this. Alright, here's the fun part. So we just want to blend our lower portion of the cloud into the color that's underneath it. You can pull it one way or the other. The more you pull it, the bigger the cloud will look. Looks cool. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all, you got it. Wow, those clouds look so cool. Pretty amazing. All right, guys, there's my Bob Ross tribute. Uh, it's actually one of, close to being one of his. It's not exactly like his, but close enough. And I really enjoyed this. Maybe I can sign it here. Oh, it's that crazy brush from yesterday. It's time to buy some more brushes. Good enough, guys. There you go. Happy Monday. Thanks for watching. Let's see. Let me say goodbye to everybody who's in here. Thanks for watching again. Thanks for finding me again. I'm trying not to go over hours anymore. King Grisman, yeah, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I was kind of worried about that blue streak I put in there, but it looks pretty cool. The clouds are awesome. I mean, you can't beat an oil painting that has, the clouds are so fun to do in oil. Hard to do it in acrylic like that. Yeah, the blending is so nice. Uh, that's what takes practice for sure. Uh, you don't want to over blend. I mean, painting is just like any sport. It's like a job. The more you do it, the better you get. And the more tricks you get. Let's put some points on the trees, then I'm going to bed, guys. I guess there's not enough paint on there. There we go. Well, I really enjoyed that. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging in there with me.